We all see those viral storm clips, flames twisting into the sky, walls of dust swallowing highways, glowing orbs drifting like ghosts. Here's the twist. The wildest parts aren't what you think. I'm Riley Rush. I used to chase storms for TV and ride shotgun with pilots over wildfire plumes. I've seen nature pull off magic tricks you'd swear were CGI. Today I'm breaking down 7 extreme weather events you've probably watched 100 times. How they really form, why they look so scary, and when you need to move fast. One funnel of fire is not a normal tornado. It's a fire whirl with its own rules. And yes, ball lightning, those floating lights, actually shows up in real storms. Sounds unreal, but it's real science. My team and I dug into NOAA notes, NASA research, and official storm reports to make this clear and simple. You'll leave storm smarter with quick safety tips for each. Have you ever seen a storm video that totally blew your mind? Tell me in the comments. I want to know what got you hooked. Welcome to Crazy Top 10, where we turn jaw-dropping footage into easy-to-get science. Ready to spot these in the wild and stay safe doing it? Let's roll. Number 7 is a monster, spinning fire that feeds itself. Number 7, we have the fire tornado, also called a fire whirl. Picture a wildfire so hot it builds a roaring updraft. That column of rising air starts to twist and the flames lock into a spinning vortex. I once flew over a Colorado fire and watched a skinny flame column tighten and rise. It looked like a torch drilling into the sky. You feel it in your chest, heat, noise, and raw power. Here's the scary part. The whirl feeds itself. Heat pulls in more air feeds more fire, the vortex grows, and it can move on its own path. A fire science review put it bluntly. Fire whirls can produce severe damage, sometimes catastrophic. History backs it up. After the 1923 Great Kanto earthquake in Tokyo, a raging firestorm spun up enormous fire whirls. In just 15 minutes, that inferno killed tens of thousands. When flames spin, escape gets hard. Safety fast: if you see a rotating column of flame, do not try to film up close. Get far upwind, follow evacuation orders, and avoid canyons or narrow roads where wind can funnel. We've seen fire do the spinning. Next up, the ocean takes a turn. Wait until you see water twist into a funnel. Number 6 is the microburst, a sudden down blast that hits like a hammer. Think of a storm holding heavy rain and hail high up. If the updraft collapses or the air cools fast, that heavy core drops. It slams the ground, then spreads out in every direction. No funnel, no twister, just a punch. NOAA defines a microburst as a tight column of sinking air, usually less than 2.5 miles across. I watched one strike near an airfield once. Quiet, then wham! The wind flattened brush in a clean circle. Straight line winds, not a tornado. But the power? Real. Gusts can top 100 miles per hour, which is about an EF1 tornado's strength. Manufactured homes, trees, roofs, gone in seconds. Photos from past events show hundreds of trees laid out like matchsticks, all leaning away from the impact point. Here's the key difference. Tornado damage twists. Microburst damage radiates outward. Straight line winds, not a tornado. But it's just as dangerous. Safety tip: treat a severe thunderstorm warning like it matters. Get inside, away from windows. If you're driving, pull over safely and wait it out. These blasts hit with little warning. Next, we go from air to water. You've seen the videos, dark funnels touching the sea. Let's talk waterspouts. Number 5 is the waterspout, the eerie funnel over water. Imagine a storm's rotating columns stretching down to a warm lake or ocean. The vortex scoops up spray, and a dark rope seems to drink the sea. I filmed one in the Florida Keys once. From far away, it looked calm. Up close, the spray ring churned like a blender. Many waterspouts are weaker than big land tornadoes, but don't let that fool you. Some push winds above 80 to 100 miles per hour. And if a waterspout drifts ashore, it can turn into a damaging tornado. That's how several coastal twisters get their start. Born over water, trouble on land. Boaters, this part is for you. A waterspout can capsize small craft. If you spot a funnel dropping from a storm base toward the water, steer away fast and give it a wide berth. From the beach, enjoy it from a safe distance, then head inside. If it moves toward land, treat it as a tornado. Shelter in a sturdy building. We've covered spinning water. Now let's scale up. What happens when an entire line of storms becomes one giant wind machine? Meet the Derecho, straight-line fury over hundreds of miles. Number 4 is the Derecho, Spanish for straight. Picture a long line of storms linking up, then racing forward like a fast-moving wall. On radar, it bows out, so forecasters call it a bow echo. On the ground, it feels like a freight train of wind hitting town after town. This isn't a parade of tornadoes. It's one organized system unloading powerful straight-line gusts. In August 2020, a derecho smashed the Midwest. Iowa took a direct hit. Wind reports topped 90 miles per hour along a path hundreds of miles long. Millions lost power. Barns crumpled. Fields flattened. No single funnel did that. The line itself did. Key lesson: tornadoes twist. Derechos blast straight. The damage can look the same at first, but the physics differ. When you see a shelf cloud boiling in and the forecast mentions a long-lived wind event, take cover. Flying debris and big hail ride that front edge. If you're learning something new today, tap subscribe to Crazy Top 10 and ring the bell. Drop a like to help more folks get storm smart. We felt the lines punch. Now the strangest light show of all, glowing spheres that float in storms. Let's unlock ball lightning. Number 3 is ball lightning, the glowing mystery sphere. It looks like a small lamp drifting through storm air, sometimes orange, sometimes white or blue. People have seen orbs float along fences, slip through open windows, or roll across fields before fading out. It lasts seconds, which is forever in lightning time. What is it? Science is still chasing the answer. One set of researchers proposed vaporized silicon from a strike burning in the air. Others point to plasma held together by microwaves from the lightning pulse. In 2012, a team in China captured high-speed video of a bright sphere right after a strike and recorded its light. That gave us rare, real data. Still, there's no single model everyone agrees on. Here's what matters for you. It's real, but rare and unpredictable. It can short out electronics or pop with a bang. If you see a glowing ball during a storm, do not touch it. Step back and let it wink out. All right, enough strange light, time to drop the sky itself. A wall of dust can turn day into night. Number 2 is a beast with a fitting name, the haboob. Number 2 is the haboob, a giant dust storm kicked up by a thunderstorm's outflow. Picture a downdraft slamming desert ground and blasting outward. The wind scoops up dust and sand into a rolling wall. From far away, the sky flips from blue to burnt orange. Up close, the world goes dark. These things get huge. Studies note they can grow higher than 1 kilometer and cover thousands of square kilometers. I watched drivers in Arizona creep into one in 2011. 1 second, you can see the road. Next second, zero visibility. Engines choke on dust. People pull over and still feel the car shake. This is not a movie trick. It's straight up physics and very real danger. Pileups, eye injuries, breathing problems. Safety first. If you see the wall coming, get indoors if you can. On the road, pull far off the highway. Turn off lights so others don't follow your tail lamps. Close windows and vents and wait it out. Cover your nose and eyes if you must move. We've reached the final turn. One last piece ties this all together. The big climate engine that powers extremes. Number 1 is the trend shaping our future weather. Number 1 is the climate trend, the backdrop behind the extremes. Our world is warming, and that adds energy to the sky. More heat means longer fire seasons, stronger updrafts, and extra ingredients for wild events. A recent review warned that large wildfires and even fire whirls are becoming more frequent and intense as the planet warms. It's like giving those fiery twisters more fuel. Warmer air also holds more moisture, roughly 7% more per degree Celsius. That extra water vapor is storm food. Bigger thunderstorms can mean more severe straight-line wind events like derechos and better chances for waterspouts over unusually warm seas. None of this means a single heat wave caused a specific storm. It means the deck is getting stacked for bigger plays. Here's the good news. Knowledge helps. When you can name what you're seeing and understand the setup, updrafts, downdrafts, straight-line winds, vortices, you can react faster and safer. Share what you learned with friends and family. Tell me in the comments which event hit you hardest and why. I'm reading. We just decoded 7 spectacle makers. Let's wrap it up and lock in the takeaways so you can spot them on site. We went from blazing flame columns to drifting light orbs, from ocean funnels to dust walls, all with the science that makes them tick. Now you can spot a fire whirl and know it's not a normal tornado. You can see trees laid flat in a circle and say, that was a microburst. Straight line winds, not a twister. And if a shelf cloud charges your town, you know it's time to shelter. not film. You just leveled up your storm smartness. If this helped, hit like and share it with someone who mixes up dust devils and haboobs. And hey, if you want more breakdowns like this, hit subscribe and turn on alerts so you never miss an episode. Thanks for watching. Which phenomenon blew your mind the most? And have you ever encountered a storm like this in real life? I want to hear your stories below. I'm Riley Rush, and I'll see you next time. Until then, keep looking up, stay curious, and always respect what nature throws at us.